This is not a Christian novel, but it is a novel that's unapologetically written by a Christian. Welcome to the world inside of The Advocate, a dystopian thriller/mystery that takes place in a retro-futuristic society where family is law. The new society is called The Continuance, and I do other videos talking about the districts in this society, how this society actually came to be. It is not post-apocalyptic, but it is post-catastrophic. There's a catastrophe that happens on the planet that wipes out all of the animal life that, of course, directly impacts humans' ability to feed themselves. And due to an inability for humanity to scale plant-based dieting fast enough, a lot of humanity perishes as a result of that. And then, of course, the Council of Continuance is formed and the new society is birthed over time. I do a detailed breakdown of that story and the districts and the technology and the humanoid robots, and most importantly, the 1960s aesthetic, which is what I'm going to lean into further today, showing you places inside of the Continuance that have the aesthetic of the 60s that you will spot directly in the book. This will be inside of the courthouse in Prescott District, which is the crown jewel of Prescott District. It is not the epicenter for everything law and order, but everything governance and politics. So this is where the council meets. This is where they convene. This is where a lot of the laws are written for the continuance, but it also is a courthouse. This is inside of that courthouse. If you know where this is described in the book, then you know. This is Carrington Laboratories, which is where our story begins. The story is centered around an orphan in a society where family is law. And in an effort to find answers to his past, he breaks into Carrington Laboratories looking for answers and leaves with a capital murder charge. Oof, but it happens here in Carrington Laboratories. And this is where this orphan grew up, in Carrington Orphanage, as you can see. This is a typical diner inside of the Continuance. Of course, the checkerboard floors, the 1960s wardrobe. You know, you have the girls with the ponytails and the dresses, and the man in varsity jackets, and you have the tinkers with, you know, the classic striped and bow tie, you know, diner outfits. Beautiful, beautiful. Neon signs everywhere. It's great. This would be a typical courtroom inside of the Continuance, where every step you take, there's purple hearts that are illuminated. You'll understand why that is if you read the story. If you know anything about heart rituals, the heart rate system, you know, again, I have a video on that if you want to check it out. This would be the average checkpoint in the Continuance. You have to go through these checkpoints to cross from district to district, and of course you see the Continuance guards there. But this is what the average checkpoint would look like going into Langford District. In the typical courthouse in the Continuance, you do have these speakeasies that are called rendezvous points, where lawyers, professionals, they come and they grab a drink, they converse in this, great mahogany wooden bar situation here, but really cool. It's like a high-tech speakeasy. You would put your hollow band up to the wall and it'll open like that. It's like a seamless doorway. Pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed taking a peek at the world inside of The Advocate. You can find this book on Amazon if you type in The Advocate or my name, Malcolm Hawkins, or you can click the link in my bio. It should take you right to all of my books. This is, if you love thrillers, if you love dystopian novels, if you love a bit of romance, this is the book for you. It's fast-paced. It's a page-turner, I promise you. It's all the familiar, satisfying dystopian tropes, but there's some twists, some turns, some haymakers that will really, really, really send you for a loop. So I hope that you get it, and stay tuned. I'll be talking more about The Advocate along with other books that I write. Until next time.